Imagine walking into a grand embassy in Delhi, being greeted by luxury cars, a smartly dressed diplomat, and promises of jobs abroad, only to realize it's all fake. But what if I told you the country this embassy claimed to represent actually exists, but not really? Hi, I'm Khatija and you're watching the Free Press Journal. In this video, I'll take you through three fascinating layers of this bizarre story. First, how a fake embassy in Ghaziabad managed to fool people using luxury cars and morphed photos. Second, what exactly is this country called West Arctica that the embassy claimed to represent? Is it real or just a fantasy? And third, we'll explore the strange, entertaining world of micronations from Antarctica to Bengaluru, where anyone can claim to be a king. But does that make it true? So let's dive in. Now taking you into a world where fantasy meets fraud, where micronations dream of sovereignty, but one man in India turned that dream into a full-blown scam. Let's start with what happened in Ghaziabad. A luxurious two-story bungalow, expensive imported cars with diplomatic number plates, and a man who called himself Baron Harshvardhan Jain. He ran what looked like a legit embassy. People came, took pictures, and even believed they were dealing with an international diplomat. But last week, the UP Special Task Force STF busted it all because none of it was real.
यूपी एसटीएफ के नोएडा यूनिट ने दिनांक 22/7/2025 को गाजियाबाद में एक चल रहे अवैध दूतावास चला रहे व्यक्ति को पकड़ा है। इस व्यक्ति का नाम है हर्षवर्धन जैन, पुत्र जेडी जैन। ये रहने वाला केबी 45 कविनगर गाजियाबाद का है। इसको अवैध दूतावास चलाते हुए गिरफ्तार किया है और इसके पास से काफ़ी सामग्री बरामद हुई है। ये हर्षवर्धन केबी 35 कविनगर में एक किराए के मकान में अवैध दूतावास चला रहा था और ये अपने आप को वेस्ट आर्टिका, सबोर्गा, पोल्विया, लोडोनिया और इसके अलावा अन्य भी कई देशों का एम्बेसडर बताकर लोगों से बात करता था। इसके पास से कुछ गाड़ियां भी बरामद हुई है जिनमें इसने डिप्लोमेटिक तरीके की नंबर प्लेट्स लगा रखी है जो किसी भी जगह से अप्रूव नहीं है। लोगों को प्रभाव में लेने के लिए, उनसे ठगी करने के लिए, उनके दलाली करने के लिए ये कई सारी मॉर्फ फोटोग्राफ का भी इस्तेमाल करता था जिसमें इसने अपने आप का कई गणमान्य लोगों के साथ में मॉर्फ फोटो भी बना रखे। इसका मुख्य काम ऐसी आइडेंटिटी दिखा करके लोगों को दलाली करना, विदेश में काम दिलाने का बात कहते हुए लोगों के साथ में दलाली करना, इसके अलावा उनसे ठगी करना और कुछ शेल कंपनियों के माध्यम से हवाला का रैकेट चलाना, ये काम ये करता था। इसको एसटीएफ नोएडा की टीम द्वारा गिरफ्तार कर लिया गया है। यहाँ उल्लेखनीय बात यह भी है कि ये अभियुक्त 2011 में भी एक बार गिरफ्तार हो चुका था। इसके पास से उस समय पे सैटेलाइट फोन बरामद हुआ था और थाना कविनगर में उसके खिलाफ मुकदमा भी पंजीकृत किया गया।
But the biggest question here is, what even is West Arctica? Let me explain this to you. Yes, you heard that right. This was a fake embassy of a so-called country called the Grand Duchy of West Arctica. Jan even had fake diplomatic passports, photoshopped pictures with Indian and world leaders like PM Modi, and a job racket promising people work abroad. The police recovered rupees 44 lakh in cash, fake documents, foreign currency, 18 fake diplomatic number plates and stamps of 34 countries. They even found documents that looked like they were from India's External Affairs Ministry. But the biggest question here is, what even is West Arctica? Well, it's not just a name made up by Jain, it's an actual micronation. It was founded in 2001 by Travis McHenry, a former US Navy officer. It's located in western Antarctica, a land of around 6.2 lakh square miles. McHenry found a loophole in Antarctic Treaty which says countries can't claim land in Antarctica, but says nothing about individual, so he claimed it and named himself Grand Duke Travis. West Arctica even has its own flag currency called the Ice Mark and claims to have over 2,500 citizens, although no one actually lives there. So is West Arctica real? Well, yes and no. It exists as an idea, but no country in the world recognizes it. not India, not the US. Now, what is a micronation? Let me break it down for you. A micronation is a self-declared mini-country. It could be on a piece of unclaimed land, someone's house, or even just online. They claim to be independent nation with their own government, flags, and even passports. But the catch, no actual country recognizes them. They are very different from microstates like Vatican City or Liechtenstein, which are small but legally recognized. Micronations are more like a mix of protest, imaginations, and in some cases, pure fun. So why do people start them? Sometimes it's a satire, sometimes it's political process, and sometimes, like in Jen's case, it's a scam. Now talking about the famous micronations around the world. Let's take a short trip around the world to explore this crazy concept. So first, it's Sealand, built on an abandoned British Army platform in the North Sea. It's one of the most famous micronations. You can even get a tourist visa. Second, Republic of Minerva. A man tried to build an island nation over coral reefs between Fiji and Tonga. Third, Conch Republic. In 1982, the mayor of Key West, Florida, jokingly declared independence from the USA to protest a roadblock. Fourth, Freetown Christiania in Copenhagen, Denmark. An anarchist commune built on an old military base. It was even known for open cannabis trade till last year. Fifth, Ladonia in Sweden, created by an artist after the local government said his sculptures were illegal. And even India has some. Yes, there are about 5 micronations in our country. The Kingdom of Indradhanush, Republic of Slovenia, Vishwamitra, the Dharmic Union, and the micronation of the Avigation Vision, mostly based in and around Bengaluru. These are all mostly harmless, sometimes fun, sometimes idealistic experiments. But this case was different. Harshvardhan Jain didn't start a micronation, he hijacked one. He pretended to be West Arctica's baron and ran an entire fake embassy in Delhi NCR. He used the micronation concept as a shield to build trust, appear important, and scam people. He was running a job racket promising people opportunities abroad using fake embassy documents and also a Hawala network with shell companies. And he wasn't subtle. He had 4 luxury cars with fake diplomatic plates, claimed ties to 12 micronations, and posed with VIPs. In fact, West Arctica's official Instagram page even posted about him days before the bust, calling him their consulate general in New Delhi. They showed his building, praised his social work, and said he had been serving over 1,000 people through charity food drives. So while West Arctica as a micronation may be a harmless, quirky idea, what Jan did was a criminal fraud. So this whole story makes us ask 2 questions. First, how far can imagination go before it crosses into fraud? And second, in a world full of fakes, how do we recognize what's real? Well, micronations are fun and fascinating, but what happened in Ghaziabad is a reminder that not all fantasy is innocent. So if you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Free Press Journal.